Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Halti Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Halti Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. Here are more best practices to consider in answering investor questions. Take a moment before answering the question to show you are giving a proactive response. Watch your body language and make sure you are not giving a nonverbal cue. Repeat the question back so you confirm you can hear the question correctly. Offer to find the answer if you don't have it already. If you can't answer the question entirely, then break it down into parts and answer what you can. Ask for clarification on words that can have multiple meanings, and keep your answers short and to the point so they can ask more questions. Inject some humor into the response to lighten the mood. Prepare answers to commonly asked questions so you have those ready to go. And ask questions in return to help guide the conversation, such as, what is your primary concern about the deal? And what do you like best about the deal? The more information you can gather, the better you can answer the questions. Use these best practices to respond to investors. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start listening to today. Halti Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.